everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today, there's going to be a pair of wide receivers looking to make big plays on the field. It's Robinson's Jaguars going up against Evans's Buccaneers. So let's get over to the ATL, Atlanta. Standing by our commentary team of Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The first carry now for Doug Martin. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And now an introduction here to the starting 11 on offense. And one of the good wideouts, of course, is Vincent Jackson.
And when he's on the field, you don't play small ball. You make sure you get it out to that guy and let him go get it.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. And that linebacker group today could be very key.
As we were preparing for this game, you pointed out to me as we were watching film that the linebackers look like an elite unit. I agree with you totally. They move around, fly to the football, and take it away from offenses.
And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
I know I'm not in the rooting business, but I really like this kid, Austin Safarian Jenkins. Good catch there. I'm just hoping he can stay on the field and have some good health.
Now the Bucs hoping so, too. Limited to 16 games total his first 2 seasons combined.
He is quite a target for a young quarterback.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Doug Martin, 48 yards. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. So they get the ball on the opening drive. They take it in for the score.
And how about setting the tone right away? Everyone talks about wanting to do that, but you always hear it in every locker room. First 5 minutes of the game, who's going to set the tone? Who's going to take control? Guess who just did?
Well, now on the next drive, when you score that quickly or you're scored that quickly again, probably feel like you need to respond.
Yeah, without a doubt. In other words, you've actually put the pressure even more so on your opponent.
And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football. Football 101 tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Bortles now on first down. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. And he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Quarterback and receiver on the same page, and they beat the man coverage.
Sometimes you get too aggressive as a defense. You go into man coverage. That means you've got to win at the line of scrimmage yourself. On that play, the offense did.
And a look at the offense that is hoping to put some points up in bunches here in this one. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. They'll need to get the play off quickly. First carry for Chris Ivory. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. In motion left, Robinson. Bortles now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. 15 yards there on the scramble and a first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On first down, this is Ivory. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And the good thing about the top-notch safeties, they can play from deep coverage, or they can play close to the line of scrimmage, and the end result is often the same, a big-time play for their defensive team, and that's exactly what we just saw.
Allen on the move to his left. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Chris Ivory that time. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
That's just flat out a terrific play because it's rare that you see a hitch route batted down. That means someone read that one really well and was right on the spot when the ball got to the receiver.
Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well, and I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Fielded at the 20. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Here's Martin as they begin on the ground. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That was another good run, and he's having an excellent day. And right now, I don't think his team could have any more confidence in handing him the football.
They come out here in the eye. They run it again with Martin. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, there's 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends. They're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
First down, here's the run with Martin. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. 3-4 defense, usually here you'll see the linebackers come up make those plays, but the nose tackle also vital.
That was so vital because what you just pointed out, normally he eats up blockers that allows the linebackers to get to the ball carrier. In this case, he did his job and then some, and there was no gain at all for the runner.
Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. Winston with a give to Martin. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Doug Martin with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Well, he told us he was going to hit the end zone a couple times in this game. I just don't know that he envisioned doing it in the first quarter.
He probably did. I'm not sure we did,
yeah.
Right? Because all the great ones, that's what they do. They dream about it, right? They think about it. They envision it. They think it's going to happen and almost will themselves into it. I just look at what he's done so far and just wonder what's left to come. Let's sit back and enjoy this one.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's some guys, there got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking to get it to Allen Hurns that time. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. Second down now after the incompletion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Here's Bortles to throw. Looking for Hurns, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brent Grimes. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They take over 1st and 10 following the interception. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Winston gives to the tailback, Martin. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
2nd down following the run. They come out here in the eye. Jameis to throw it. Deep drop. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
One of the toughest things for an offensive lineman to learn is the ability to get in space and hit people who are moving targets. And linebackers are not easy ones to hit.
He's got a man complete. A very solid gain of 27.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And that player is able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but they have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks. Those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Pass incomplete. The tight end Julius Thomas, the intended target. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. And that was incomplete, but I don't know how much of that falls on the quarterback. He was pressured.
Brandon, the rush showed up so fast, the quarterback had no chance to get the ball downfield.
They come up in an offset eye. Throwing is Bortles. It's caught right side. It's Hearns. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Now Bortles again. And he finds Julius Thomas. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So he makes the grab, and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that 1st down pass.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity map to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Bortles going to throw. Flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. 2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. So on 4th down, on comes the Jaguars. Jason Myers now for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And Myers able to knock it through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take.
And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
One man on the backfield, that's Martin. Trying to shake off the interception from the last. And he's going to be taken down here. Back across midfield, 3 yards away from midfield at the 47.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Second down, Winston. They set up the screen to Martin. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Now that screen there on second down certainly did. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Third and long for Winston. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. And boy, Mike Evans enjoyed Friday, August 26th. It may have been the preseason, but he caught 5 passes for 115 yards and a touchdown. That's a good tune-up.
And in a 6'5" package, oftentimes defensive backs get fooled by their speed because they eat up space, right? You eat up a lot of yardage with a stride like Mike Evans has. He's on top of you and by you before you even know it. And right now, he looks like the Mike Evans we saw his rookie year coming to the league.
Jackson's got it over the middle. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
And now they're in the hurry-up. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Defense has to stand tall here. 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, here's Winston. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds. Incomplete. A 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. One receiver to the left is Evans. They come out here in the I. Not enough sense of urgency there. Play clock hits 0, 5-yard penalty.
Yeah, I like your point there. Not enough sense of urgency. People walking up to the line of scrimmage, you've got to get up there and get set and be ready to go.
And Aguayo's kick is good. Aguayo was hearing boo birds after a tough start early in the preseason. You and I had documented it, talking about it, but he rebounded in a big way, 6 for 6 in week 3 of the preseason against Cleveland.
And one of the things we talked about was simply running him back out there, getting him back on the horse. Go kick your way through your issues. And he did that in a big way. In fact, now he might look at the team and say, hold it a second. I'm putting it through the post. Why don't you guys put it in the end zone?
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before half for Bortles. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Brent Grimes. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Slot man moves right. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 20 that time. And it'll give the Jags a 1st down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And the D looking like they may blitz. They go play action here on first down. This is Yeldon on the dump off. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll give it up to Ivory. Muscles him off. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll come out in the pistol. Bortles. He goes underneath for Yeldon. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what...
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They come out here in the I. Winston now from the 50. They'll roll him out right. Over the middle to Evans. And he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Here's Winston. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Second down, Winston. A dump off to Sims. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It'll be a 2-yard gain. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Third and long for Winston. He's got Evans. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
When Mike Evans sees man coverage, I don't think he's the only guy who gets excited. I'll guarantee the guy throwing the ball does, because guess what? He's got a lot of options about where to place it because of Mike Evans' size and frame.
Back to the ground, Martin. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And quickly, they get to the line. Now Jameis on 2nd down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. So offense moving a little too slow there, could not get set, and they get the penalty. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. On 3rd down, Winston eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. And they're going to speed things up here. And it's 1st and goal now, but still 10 yards to go. Now they run with Sims. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. On 2nd down, Martin. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. 3rd and goal now. Ball on the 5. They'll toss it out to Sims. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And Aguayo able to knock it through. And that'll push the lead up to 17. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the 4th.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But depending on the team, they call that an explosive play or a chunk play, the one that they got on the previous one. They tried to go back and get another one, didn't they?
They did, but unsuccessful on that 2nd attempt. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. They come out here in the eye. Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception picked off by Chris Conte. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They'll come out in the pistol. Now a second down throw for Winston. Surveying the field. Being chased out left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
They got to get to the 23 here on third. Again, we'll see the pistol here. The play fake to Sims. Now Winston. Dancing to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the third time tonight. This one from 46 yards out. And Aguayo's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Now he's hit, and Bortles fumble. It's loose. And first and goal is what it will be at the 6-yard line. Excellent field position. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yeah,
run what you do best.
Exactly.
Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a second and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
They'll run for it with Martin. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Doug Martin taking it in from a yard out. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. The point after now for Aguayo. And that stretches the lead to 27. Ooh, a little cruel here. They're going to go for the onside kick up big. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the Coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play. All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game, but here we are in the second half. I think it's time to change things up. Let the running game go a little bit. Let's get to the passing game, and if you still want to get in the hands of the runner, maybe you swing it to him, throw it to him a little bit. Try it that way.
And incomplete here on third down.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Here's Brad Nortman now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
They start the drive with Martin, and he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be, but we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Fresh set of downs here. They run with Martin. He's been busy tonight. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
It's really no surprise to see them running the ball here. They've got the lead, not much time left. They just want to keep the clock moving, and they can win it right now.
They're looking to throw this. Winston. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that'll make it 3rd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
And if they want to keep this drive alive, they'll need 8 yards here on 3rd down. To throw, Winston. And a catch right side by Evans. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. The Bucs go for it. It's Winston. Throwing left side, it's complete. That'll be a pickup of 29 yards there. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe. They're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
And off comes to Martin. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on third down and 9. On play action, Winston. This is caught by Jackson. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Winston here to throw. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. Another pistol look here. Jameis to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up an interesting third and goal. Third and goal, Winston. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And some room to work, and that will write a finish to this ball game. And I got to tell you, I've never coached, but if I'm a coach here, what do you say to your team after a loss this deflating?
After a loss like that, the less the better. Just get in the locker room, tell them that you care about them, and you'll see them at work come Monday. But boy, oh boy, you've got to find a way to let this one go fast.